Okay, this video is for a client. I can't go into a lot of details, but the client in question, basically, she's had issues in her job with regards to a boss, and she wants the boss to basically feel what she, has gone through and turn his life on its head. And that's basically what we're going to do. In this instance, I have called a spirit from the Ars Goetia called, I'm sorry about pronunciation, I'm terrible at these things, Raum, Raum. I will read from the book just so everyone knows the description, etc. Uh, of course, I always call on the Holy Death as well, because she is my matron, and I follow her guidelines and things with regards to work as well. But in this case, Rom is the one that I went with. Uh, so he is an earl. That's the seal, which you can obtain obviously from the internet, or you can freehand it. If I print it off the internet, I will always go over with a black pen. So he's an earl, and his color is red. His incense is dragon's blood. His metal is copper or silver. His planet is Mars. His element is air, and then the author has put fire in brackets. And the N is Furka Naal Laris Rome. Rom, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Again, I can put that in the description box, that N. I chant the N when I'm working with the seal. I would chant the N over and over again. So, the original purpose: steals treasures from kings, destroys cities and dignities, causes love between friends and foes, tells all things past, present, and future. But that is from the old grimoires. The author goes on to say, invoke Rom to take down a mighty foe or adversary. Rom is also helpful in legal battles against large I don't know what that word is. We'll just say large companies, large conglomerates. Yeah. Seek Rom's wisdom to find personal strength when the odds are against you. So that is the reason, and that is S. Conley once again. Demonology Goetia. And I'm going to start working through a different book very soon. I will tackle that in another video, but I don't know if any of you are familiar with Gordon Winterfield's books. I'm going to start to work through some of those books, put a few videos out, etc. So that's his photograph and a petition, and on the picture I put an X across his face because I like to put a thick black X. That's Xing the person out of your life, kind of thing. This is vinegar. So I'm just going to pop that in. So you just fold it away from me and pop it in like that. Now, I did dot the 5-spot, the photograph with hex and hate oil, block communication oil, control oil, and banish a person oil, and revenge oil. But go with what you have. You don't need all these. So I'm going to put in some cayenne pepper, powder, whatever. Destruction powder, because he basically destroyed the client, so we're going to pay him back. I'll put a little bit more oil in, and I'll put block communication. Block communication is good because it will basically make him confused, and if he's not able to communicate with people, he'll not be able to basically hold down his job correctly. This is banish oil. If you don't have these, just go with what you do have. It's not necessary. So, and after this kind of a working, please do a cleansing bath of some description. Okay, black salt. Now this is not for protection. This is for darkening his life. Some devil's dung. No, that's ginger. 1 second. I'm looking to see, do I have any lime juice or lemon juice? I only have a little bit. It's fine. Just to sour everything, sour the finances. You could use lime juice as well, or an actual lemon or a lime. That's just the juice of it, but it's perfect. Let's see. I wanted to put some sulfur in there, if I can find it. So, 1 second. So give it a bit of room. I'm not going to fill this up too far because these jars have a bad habit of leaking, so we're not going to fill it up too far. Some chili flakes. Okay, and 1 second. Is there anything else I could put in here? This is just to give it a kick. There's a bit of something along the lines of gunpowder, so it's just to give it a bit of a push. Obviously sulfur can do that, but because I have that, I thought I'd use it. Sharp nails, or if you've got glass, that's perfect. I like to use odd numbers, 5, 7, 9. Use whatever resonates with you. We could put in some, why not? It's asylum dirt. Again, just a little bit goes a long way. Also, I'm going to put in a blackthorn pin. I should have put it through the photograph, but it doesn't really matter. If you don't have these, sorry, I better pause you. Sorry, it's just the noise that is really distracting. I'll put one of these in, and I've anointed it with hex oil. Just put it in there, and that is really enough. I could fill it up with a bit more vinegar, but I'll put warm water in too, actually, because let's get him fighting with everyone around him. That's perfect. Okay. So, like I said, use whatever you have at hand. You could, let me see, actually. That's my Santissima Morte oil. And I could also put in a little bit of that oil. I made it, I haven't really officially given it a name, but it's like a discord oil, if you know what I mean. It's to bring discord into that person's life. So that is really what I've got at the moment. So we're going to just focus on this for a moment. I'm going to place it on the seal. Pop the lid on it. Give it a shake. Okay, I'm going to burn a black candle on top of that. Just one of these kind of candles. Obviously, I'll be using a candle holder, and I will be burning that probably for 21 days. A candle. Sometimes a candle will last a few nights. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it lasts about 4 nights if I'm burning it down in 10-minute notches, 15-minute notches, because I do sit with the jar while shaking it and calling for the petition. You are not calling for the petition, calling for the wish to be granted. I will sit with the little jar, shaking it vigorously, and then I'll put the candle on top of it and sit with it maybe for 10 minutes. So I would get about 4 nights out of that candle. Sometimes it burns down quicker. But yeah, Chime candles are good too, because I can sit with one chime candle. It usually lasts me one night. But yeah, I need to push my energy into it by shaking it up and down and all the rest. So what I'll do is I will bury that because of the nature of it. Probably the cemetery, I'm thinking, or I could place it in. I have an area that I go to that's a body of water that is going away from me, so I could place it there. So if you're going to do something like this, make sure you take a different route home. I always say to take a different route home. If you're going into the cemetery, pay the gatekeeper. I normally leave something at the gate, and if I'm placing it near a grave, I would make an offering to the grave, the spirit of the grave, and then I would go home a different direction in case anything attaches itself. But to be honest with you, you have to be careful around graveyards and stuff. You could take it to the crossroads and just smash it there. Please don't get caught. Or you could just place it there. It's all going to disintegrate anyway with the vinegar and the sulfur, so no one's going to know what's in there really. And even if they did open it, what is it really? But the intent is behind it, and it's put out there. So if anyone finds it, it doesn't matter, if that's making sense. But anyway, once we get the result, I will obviously make the spirit's name known. I do that as a payment along with other things, that kind of thing. So that's what I've got for you. I'll pull a couple of cards on the situation and we can see how things go. 1 second. Okay, so just looking at a few cards here. Now that I pulled 5 cards, basically looking at his life. So you may not see what is really going on with regards to his life. There's something big going on with regards to something official. The court or the house could mean a court, or it could be in a hospital, a school, something along those lines, a police station. It's something legal, and that is in the center of his life at the moment. We've got someone in his life that's posing as a friend, and this person, pardon me, this person is going to double cross him, female. And over here I've got the snake and the boat. I'm thinking again, we've got someone that's going to double cross him. But that boat card is making me think that there's going to be some sort of journey. I think that could mean that he's been pushed out by two females. If you want to look at it that way, that building, that could possibly mean a court or some sort of legal building. And 2 females, from what I'm seeing, one is pushing him out and the other one is posing as a friend but will turn on him. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know if that resonates with you. Maybe not now, but it hopefully will in the future. And then I've got the coffin, the cross, and the sun. So I think that basically he's going to go through a period of darkness. The coffin is an ending to something, and the cross, basically discord. Everything that was happy, the sun in his life, is coming to an end. So that is good. That is what we want. And you may not see it at this point, because at the end of the day, the spell is not, in motion that long. So you have to give things time. Spells need time to manifest. I've explained this many times. It's not something that's just like an overnight change. It has to be given time to manifest. So I'm thinking, I think there's something going on behind the scenes. But anyway, keep your ear to the ground on that one, and just let me know if anything pops up. I'd be interested, most definitely interested to know. These are oracle cards. So the first one is heartbreak. So that's what you're basically going through at the moment. And then I've got diligence. So that tells me, you're good in your job and all the rest. So, and then we've got friend. And then we've got a fair or grey-haired man. And then we've got a dark-haired man. And then I've got change and generosity. So it's basically telling me that there's going to be some sort of upheaval. And there's going to be two men, one with dark hair, one with fair or greyish hair. I think one of them, it's not really saying which one, I can't really decide, but I'm going with the fair grey-haired man. It's going to change your situation for the better. So, yeah, let me know. These little oracle cards, they get directly to the point, and I just find that they send little messages that are that may not resonate now, but given time it will. So it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com for anyone that wants to contact me about anything. Please give me time to reply. It gets busy. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I've had quite a few recently, so I'm grateful. Like, share, subscribe, and have a great evening.